So who else thinks clear cases with a visible ring of magnets kind of looks silly? For non-clear cases, it's a non-issue, but does it matter for actual clear cases? Some people do care. Do you care?
Yes, definitely. I wouldn't get a clear case because of that ring. Regardless, here's your top three.
Now, one of the things that we've noticed with MagSafe clear cases is that non-MagSafe clear cases are better. Now, only 4 from our top 10 Clear MagSafe cases actually make it into this normal clear case video. So if you do want to know what we think are the best options for cases with the tiny ring of magnets on it that are clear, check that video out.
So here's the top 10 clear non-MagSafe cases that we've used in the last while. If you appreciate this video, make sure you use our links to get your cases. And this video is not sponsored, so we appreciate your help.
All right, we're gonna start with case number 23.
What?
Kidding.
I mean, we do have enough.
We do have enough to top 23 clear cases. Oh.
The OtterBox Symmetry Plus is actually number 4 in our MagSafe video, but falls to 10 when we take into account other non-MagSafe cases. If you need more details, do check out that video, but in short, the Symmetry has great buttons. The clear version without MagSafe is very slick, though the TPU edge helps with handling. The case won't slide around easily on its back, which is a thing now since the camera is so large. In the process of doing this review, we realized that the LifeProof C cases and the Symmetry were exactly the same. So if you don't see a color combination that you like on OtterBox's website, check out LifeProof's website.
Number 9 goes to the Smartish Clear Grip Monk. Now, one of the biggest complaints we have about clear cases is the handling. For whatever reason, companies really enjoy using super smooth, no texture polycarbonate for their edges, and these cases tend to handle like a wet bar of soap. That's really not the case for the Clear Grip Monk from Smartish. The edges of the Grip Monk are some of the grippiest that we've come across for any iPhone case. This is one of the slimmer cases in this video, which will work well for people with the Pro Max if they're careful, because it's not going to offer your iPhone a lot of protection. In addition to the texture, the case edge has subtle bumps, which kind of act as finger guides. Another nice feature is the TPU camera protector, as it fully prevents your iPhone from sliding around when placed on its back. Now, the downside of the Grip Monk is the fit. This is one of the looser cases that we've used, so dust and debris may become an issue over time. The loose fit also isn't going to bode well for face-first drops.
Grip Monk. The Grip Monk. Grip Monk. Grip Monk. Grip Monk.
Grip Monk.
Grip Monk. Grip Monk. You ever say a word enough times and it starts to sound weird, so you begin to question it?
No, I don't, because English is my first language.
Well, it's mine too. Now, this was surprising for us. Why? Because we're featuring a compostable case in the top 10. In one of our last videos, we dug up 7 compostable cases that we buried for over a year. And when we did dig them up, the normal Organicore did well. Our biggest complaint with those compostable cases is how easy it is to pop your iPhone out of the case. That is definitely not the case for the Clear Organicore. This clear case is terrible to take off, which means it'll stay on your phone if you drop it. The Clear Organicore is quite slim and won't offer as much drop protection as other cases in this video, but it handles slightly above average for a clear case. Incipio added grip strips along the edges of the case, which definitely helps with the handling of the device. The buttons on the Organicore also float, so you get to use your buttons like Apple intended them to.
Now again, I am so impressed with this Clear Organic Core case. It looks like a normal case, whereas in like an equivalent clear compostable case like this Pella one looks like a dumpster fire.
It fits the iPhone like a compostable dumpster fire as well, which isn't the case for the Incipio product.
Like, this thing was so hard to take off, and honestly, I never thought I would say these words together, but good job, Incipio. Now, the brand Raptic looks new, but for iPhone case enthusiasts, we all know this brand was previously Xdoria. Now, the standout feature of the Raptic Air is the finish on the backside of the case. There's kind of a soft rubber anti-scratch coating on the backside of the case, which helps keeping your, well, case scratch-free. The coating sits on top of a clear piece of polycarbonate, so it's going to do a better job of protecting your iPhone from face-first drops. The top and bottom of the case is capped with aluminum accents, which adds to the aesthetics of the product, though Raptic claims it will add to the drop protection, but from our perspective, maybe, it's just gonna bend when you drop it, so... The back is a little slick for our liking, and the buttons sit flush on the case edge, which some people may find annoying.
If all you need is a clear case, go with the Spigen Ultra Hybrid. It's a no-nonsense clear case that will be one of the cheaper cases to get in this video. If you need a bit more information, check out the MagSafe video.
I honestly do not have anything else to say about this product. Like, it's simple, it's a well-designed case, it gets the job done, it just works. Like...
Huh. Awkward silence. Drink!
The Survivor Strong is a decent case. Handles well, buttons are nice to press, and it feels like it will actually protect your iPhone from a significant drop. Now the clear back is raised significantly and is one of the few cases that actually sits flush on a flat surface. The finish on the inside of the case also has a dot pattern, which reduces the fingerprinting that again plagues most clear cases. Screen protection, however, is average, as there is about 1 credit card thickness of clearance for your iPhone, so be wary of how you're placing your iPhone down.
For our scoring system, cases that are protective score well, which is why the Survivor case makes the top 10. Cases that are great are ones that are protective and handle well. This Survivor case is very average when it comes to handling, especially when compared to the rest of the cases in this video.
It's just big and bulky. The Mod NX is technically a clear case per se. It comes with a clear back that you can install, but you can also use the case as a bumper. Now we really like using the Mod NX with a MagSafe accessory, but by itself, the finish on the bumper doesn't really do it for us. It's a little too slick from our perspective. But if you have a smaller iPhone, that's really not going to matter. And if you do have a small iPhone, you can't really go wrong with the Mod NX with its multitude of different rims and buttons. The buttons on this bumper are top notch as they float, so the click of the buttons feels like they're actually in the case there. The last thing we'll mention about the Mod NX is that it is a tough little bumper. Most products layer different materials to get to a high drop rating, but the Mod NX, it's just one type of material that's just that tough. Now, one of the cases that we were hoping to see in this top 10 video was the Searle Color Brick. This color brick was one of my favorite cases for the iPhone 12s, but they don't make it for the 13s, which is so very disappointing because this is a soft rubber coated case. It feels very nice. It's not too slick. Fingerprinting isn't terrible. The only downside is that this case is very thin. It's very light. Not going to offer a lot of protection, but I'm good with my devices outside of testing, so I'm just so disappointed that this product doesn't exist for the iPhone 13s.
Another honorable mention would be the Tech 21 Evo Clear. The Evo Clear is case number 5 in our MagSafe video, but in the non-MagSafe version, it comes in at number 11. It's a decent handling case, but it gets buried in the results because it doesn't handle as well as other cases. Again, if you need the full details, check out the top 10 clear cases for MagSafe videos. We'll provide an exact time link in the description section below.
For this case, specifically. Hold on to your breeches because here comes the top 3. Because if you appreciate how we do our videos, get your clear iPhone case accessories through our links. As an unsponsored channel, your support is the only way we survive, so get your accessories through our links.
Accessories.
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 Monty, help me out here.
Accessories.
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 What's the saddest story in this video? It's that Catalyst doesn't have a MagSafe version of the Influence. Catalyst upgraded their flagship case last year and added this texture on the edge of the case that is unbeatable. It doesn't feel too abrasive like the Incipio grip, nor does it have the pocket pulling power of the finish on the D brand grip. We might consider this the perfect finish for an iPhone case. So fingerprinting is almost unnoticeable. The edge of the case is wide enough that the frosted back isn't going to scratch on a flat surface. What's the cherry on top of the great grip sundae? The rotary mute switch. Catalyst now calls it the instant mute switch. If you mute and unmute your device a lot, this switch is a godsend.
Now, I personally don't use my mute switch a lot on my iPhones because I just don't have any reason to unmute and mute all the time, but I just end up playing with the switch anyways. So when my iPhone's in this case, yeah, I'm always clicking because it's just so great. What's the gold covered flake on top of this sundae is that the speaker cutouts project sound, which makes the entire iPhone sound louder. Now it does kind of change the sound of the iPhone slightly.
And this bright green case, it's glow in the dark.
Like really bright. Now, what's the second saddest story in this video is that mouse hasn't added MagSafe compatibility to the Clarity. This is one of our favorite clear cases, but it doesn't take the top spot because well, some people don't like the black edge on the case. The back of the Clarity has a soft rubber coating which helps with the handling of the case. The Raptic Air has something similar, though the back of the Clarity is a bit more rigid. Overall, the texture of the Clarity is very balanced. Glossy edges keeps the case in your hand and the back won't pull your pockets out. The only downside of this balance is that the case will show wear and tear a little quicker than other clear cases. The best part about the Clarity is iPhone access. The edges of the case are tapered, which makes the case feel thinner than it actually is, while providing your iPhone with better than average drop protection. For us, that is literally the best of both worlds.
The case edge looks a little funny with the blue iPhones that Apple released this year. Technically, the Ultra Impact is the best clear case, but we'll lump in the normal Impact as well. These triple layered customizable cases just work. Buttons are great, handling is great, especially with the Ultra Impact and its large corners. The dot pattern on the case helps with the fingerprinting that generally plagues clear cases. The Impacts have a polycarbonate back that allows for custom prints and the edges made from TPU with TPE on the inside. From our perspective, this is the best blend for clear cases. It's functional and protective. The only thing we wish that Casetify did was color match the TPE so that users could fully match the clear case to their device. The front edge has above average clearance for the iPhone screen, and the back lip is made from TPU, which prevents the case from sliding around.
I'm pretty sure I just had some deja vu with this because it feels like we've been talking about this as the #1 clear case for a long time. So that's all we got for this video. Questions, comments, leave them down there. If there's a clear case that you think we missed, let us know. We consistently buy the same cases year in, year out. Like I've got so many Gear 4 cases that I don't use because they're just not great. So that's kind of how we do our reviews. Questions, already said that. What else can they support us?
If you want to support us further, you can support us through Patreon. You can subscribe to our other channels, like and comment on this video.
Yeah, we've been kind of showcasing what we do more on a daily basis with Patreon, so
yeah,
that's kind of been fun. Thanks for watching. Do we miss anything, Monty?